I grew up on the Northern Beaches, and the Northern Beaches was it was kind of a culture of drinking and kind of not necessarily taking things too seriously. And I always deep down had kind of a desire to achieve more. And so one of the challenges is that I was in this environment that was kind of not necessarily conducive to that. And so due to my upbringing, my mum being a naturopath and my dad was fairly successful in business, I got involved in kind of the personal development industry very, very young. In fact, my first personal development program was when I was 12 years old. And that really opened my eyes to the power of this information. And I found that personal development style information or psychological information was so much more tangible for me than, I suppose, current education. And I really developed a passion for this type of information. And so for me it became about the next course that I could attend. There's probably a few of you out there that are seminar junkies. That was exactly what I was like growing up. It was every weekend I was at the next event and reading the next book, and I really developed, I suppose, a sound foundation of psychological principles of success. And I loved this information, and by the time I'd finished school, I wanted to be involved in it, yet I was kind of in a job that I really didn't like. And I was achieving great success in that job, but it was purely because I was applying these principles. And I think I was the youngest manager in this IT firm, and I think I was about 17 or 18. And then I came across life coaching, and I thought, fantastic. I went and got a life coach, and I remember working with this life coach, and the results are pretty cool. And I thought, what a great way to make a living. And so I enrolled in every single coaching training I could possibly find. And I studied rigorously, and I kind of perfected different interventions and things like that. And because of all of the training that I had previously, I was fairly disciplined in my approach, and before long I kind of got a name as someone that could get results. And in my early 20s I started to train coaches, and it was a very exciting thing for me. I think I've trained close to about 1,000 coaches now. But I found life coaching was fundamentally a conscious brain strategy, but the big challenge was working with the unconscious and looking at the emotions and the patterns that people had. And I found that once I started to really uncover the unconscious part and then integrate the conscious part as well with the life coaching, the results were incredible. And so then fast forward, I've developed my own therapy or form of coaching. It's called RCT, which stands for Rapid Change Technology. I've helped businesses grow to the BRW Top 100 from a coaching point of view. And here I am today. I've got an events company called Calibre Events, where our focus is to really, I suppose, modernise personal development, make it hip, make it happening, a modern necessity as we kind of call it. And I've also founded the Institute, and the Institute of Peak Performance Psychology. Now, the Institute of Peak Performance Psychology is where we have, I suppose, the best psychologists working with coaches to provide a kind of a holistic approach to emotions and psychology. And because in the past I found that psychologists would kind of work against coaches, and there would be this kind of challenge. And I thought at the highest level what we really want to do is create change with people. We want to help people. So why not focus on that? And so with a lot of our programs we profile people. We work out where their pessimism levels, where their optimism levels are, and if they're in a challenging situation they work with a positive psychologist, and then our coaches come along and work on peak performance, kind of taking you from average or mediocre results to helping you achieve excellence in the fastest possible time frame. And so that's a little bit about what I do at the moment.